Okay, what do you do when lightning strikes? That's why you're here. I want to tell you the spiritual meaning behind what I believe, my personal analysis, and stay tuned. Do, re, so, mi, fa, la, la. Do, re, mi, so. Do, re, mi, so. Subscribe. So, I'm not kidding. This is pretty insane. I'm talking 2 arms, not just one. This is 1 arm's length, 2 arms length away from me. Lightning just struck. And it was big. And the boom was present to the point where I should have screamed that it was that close. And I didn't. And I won't lie, like my heart began to flutter. And I looked out and I'm like, did that lightning just smack right here? And I was almost afraid to turn the corner to see like what was destroyed. But it legit just hit the ground. And obviously it was raining and the ground was wet, but it wasn't wet where I was at. So like, but the water leaked into my room a little bit because I'm in Colombia, Medellin, and you know, there's some open concept homes. And I mean, I was only 2 feet away. Like right now, my feet are standing in water right now. So the water wasn't that far. Okay, but let's get to the actual meaning. I had to give some of the backstory. And this just happened seconds ago. Like, I'm coming to you live. I have no downloads about what lightning means other than my own angelic downloads that was just given it to me. The number one reason, the thing that I've gathered from this is, number one, Pernell, my name, did you do anything stupid? Was this a warning from God himself saying, you f***ed up? And I was like, no. Okay, so the second thing was like, okay, well, if it was good, what could it be? So how you know that this video is for you is if when lightning striked, like how do you know? Because lightning goes off all the time, rain goes off all the time. But when lightning strikes and you feel like you need to go Google it, that's when you know that it's more of a spiritual meaning. When you feel like, yeah, lightning happens all the time, but this one wasn't, you know, this was a little more something in the line of extraterrestrial. This was not normal. I had that feeling. And the first thing that I got that actually resonated more, other than like some of the fear of it being so close to me, was that you have a sudden moment of illumination in your life. It's a sudden, like lightning, sudden flash of illumination in your life. I look at them in today's world as like the angelic downloads, okay? The angelic downloads. They came in. And that download for me is what resonated the most. You still got to figure out for yourself what resonated the most. But what resonated the most for me was the sudden illumination, because I just passed my Aries full moon. Okay, I am in Aries. I have 3 strong Aries in my chart, sun and moon being part of it. And the Mercury. And right now we are in Mercury for Scorpio, okay? And the Mercury in Scorpio is an insight to things that were all cloudy. So for the last 6-7 months, my whole life has been cloudy. I'm here in Medellin, Colombia. I just survived the global pandemic. And essentially, I am here by myself. Like, this is the reality. You know, I don't have the support. I can't necessarily go see my mom or, you know, hug my best friend or things like this, the people that I confide in and trust in. I don't necessarily have those people and that support system right then and there. And as a part of that, this whole time has been very cloudy for me. My mind has been cloudy. Making decisions have been seeming tough. And for me, that's it's very difficult because I'm a natural born leader. So when you're a natural born leader and your mind is just cloudy and everything you're doing seems to have some negative backlash consequence, and yet and still I just stay in the lines of, okay, I surrender, I'm not going to fight this. Eventually, you know, you do want some clarity. I'll be honest with you, the ambiguity started to become a little like, okay, any moment now, because I know that some of these blessings are coming and I'm doing everything right, quote unquote. I'm doing what my intuition and what feels right in my heart and in my body. As a generator, I'm a generator as well, if you know anything about the human design. So it's like, you know, sometimes as a leader and as an Aries, you know, really want to head forward, it could be tough. It could be tough. when you are not given the opportunity to go forward or to progress or to do something new or to explore. So this lightning just came down, okay? And just so you know what lightning is even, what is it? What is it? What is thunder and lightning, okay? Thunder is what is created when lightning travels at lightning speeds through the air, and the air begins to expand. And when it expands so much at such a rapid rate, the temperature increases, it pops, and that's the thunderclap. Did I also tell you that I'm an alien? Check my INFP video and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about for the Myers-Briggs personality test. I'll try to put that right here. So it's a sudden clap of illumination, okay? It's a sudden moment of like, things just make sense. With Mercurio, I almost said Mercurio in Espanol, and Scorpio, which is Mercury, the planet of logic, fast thinking, okay? It's the fastest planet. I think Venus technically moves faster, but it's so big that it moves slow. But it's considered like widely and popularly known as the fastest planet. Lightning, a very fast substance. Lightning speed, right? Right now it's in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the goggles that allows us to investigate, discover, and really bring things that were in the dark to light. So that's where lightning is, okay? Lightning is a sudden illumination in your life. Suddenly things just come true, which just happened for me. I just went through my Saturn return, okay? I just went through my Aries full moon, which really had me debilitated, really had me weak. Got off Instagram, got off Facebook. I was like, I don't have energy to share. And things have been illuminated, okay? It's like the dissipation of what is going on in the dark. I've been also going through the dark night of my own soul. All right. So all these things are happening to me simultaneously. And I just been like, you know what? I just got this brand new phone a week and a half ago and it's already cracked. Okay. Because I was holding on to a freaking truck trying to go up this hill. I was so tired. I held on to a truck and I'm like dragging my limbs. My legs are like, they're dragging, right? And eventually I got back on my bike and that was cool. But in the meanwhile, my phone was in my pocket and it slapped the handle of my bike. Things like this have been happening where it's like it's really a test of your patience, but the reminder for me has been not to really put so much effort on materialism. And these are things that I have graduated from. These are things that I have even had to get people out of my life so that it's not so present. And life has been illuminated for me in a sense. And all that dark night of the soul and that, you know, really navigating my soul, all that stuff, this lightning was, for me, this is my personal story, being so close, flashing in front of my face, happening so fast, slapping the ground right next to me and not electrocuting me. Thank God my feet were in the water, right? But the water was this close. I knew immediately that this was a direct signal for me, okay? This is literally the angels coming down and saying, hey, congratulations, you're ready to graduate. Even today, I had more difficulties that I had to start solving, okay? Within not just finances, but within being a leader with the different people on my team, with knowing as a generator in that human design, when to learn that pausing is okay. Even if I want to move forward, it's like my energy doesn't want to move forward right now. Stay still. Don't move forward, okay? Don't do that project. You got all these things that's happening. And right when I was like, okay, and I kid you not, I was about to leave. So the rain and the thunder, it kept me in the house. It kept me in this one isolated box spot. It's tougher to show you right now, but it kept me in this one spot. So the other meaning that comes to mind when the lightning, the second reason when it comes to mind when the lightning strikes is that, like, you know, there's imminent danger in a sense. There may be sudden danger coming and you should kind of be on guard. You yourself are going to be able to distinguish the two of whether it's like a moment of danger or a moment of illumination from the dark. Okay. In my life, I've already in a sense been in so much danger. It's like, bring it on. It can't be that. And that was just something quick for me that came as a download, but it still left me wondering, like, okay, P, I sat there, I closed my eyes, I breathed for a second. I'm like, so what was it? And really it was me coming out of this dark night of the soul. Okay. The dark night of the soul is essentially you navigating the shadow self, the inner child. And this has been a very consistent theme. I did an inner child meditation with a group of people today. Thank you all for joining. If y'all want to have a meditation with me, check the link down in my bio. If you want a natal reading with me, check the link down in my bio. I actually did a natal reading today after the meditation. And this has just been me coming more into alignment with the type of services that resonate with me, okay? And that was also part of the illumination, part of me coming out of this darkness, rather than just mindlessly life coaching and still doing my best. I mean, I'm not out here to be a fake or phony or a false prophet or anything on that level. Still doing my best, but it's like I'm doing the best with what I had and the tools that were presented with me. But now with Mercury and Scorpio, those glasses to investigate and to see beyond the layers, okay, it gives me a chance, an opportunity to accept a sign like this lightning coming through. And this is my personal analysis. Those are those 1 or 2 options: the illumination of you coming out of the dark and that dark space be illuminated and things become very clear for you, okay? Or it's an imminent danger. You should kind of just be on guard, not be afraid, not be scared, but really try to watch your step and live your life according to what you know is for you, okay? Try not to step too far out of line, in a sense. Understand that karma is here, and you could pay it now, you could pay it 10 years from now, you could pay it in your next life. These are my 2 analyses. Pernell Bobby asking you to like this, subscribe to this. Thank you for tuning in to my lightning analysis of the spiritual meaning behind what lightning means. Thank you for your subscription. Power to the rest of the aliens out there. I see you. Love.